So, what does it take to literally build the future of a continent? Well, today we're going to get a glimpse by looking at the story of one company, AKD Construction Forbase. We're going to break down who they are, what they do, and the incredible vision that's driving their work all across West Africa. Right at the heart of everything they do is this simple, powerful mission, building the future together. And you know, this is way more than just a tagline. It's their whole philosophy. It points to teamwork, to progress, and to having a shared goal for every single project they get their hands on. All right, let's dive into the fundamentals. So, who exactly is AKD Construction Forbase? Okay, so the company is AKD Construction Forbase, and it's led by its CEO, Adai Kokuvi Dovene. Their home base is in Lome, which is the capital of Togo, but their work doesn't just stay there. No, they have a pretty significant international footprint. We're talking projects in Ghana, Benin, Nigeria, and other countries across West Africa. They've really made a name for themselves in the region's BTP, that's the Building and Public Works sector. You know, this quote from the CEO gives us a real window into the personal drive behind the whole operation. It tells us that this work is fueled by a genuine passion for architecture, but it's also backed up by some serious technical skill. It's that combination, that 1-2 punch, that really seems to define their whole approach. And that passion naturally leads to their bigger vision, which is laser-focused on the African continent. See, they aren't just putting up buildings for the sake of it. They're aiming to be a key part of the continent's really ambitious growth story. Basically, AKD is positioning itself as that innovative, key partner you need if you're looking to take on a big, ambitious construction project in Africa. The goal here is to directly contribute to high-quality infrastructure, and to do that, you absolutely need a deep commitment to excellence and a real boots-on-the-ground understanding of the local market. So that all sounds great, but what does it actually look like in practice? You know, how do they take someone's idea and turn it into a physical building? Well, it all comes down to their comprehensive end-to-end service model. Their process is really built on 4 solid pillars. It all kicks off with étude, or study, which is a super detailed analysis of what the project needs. Next up is conception, the design phase. Then comes realization, which is the actual construction. And then, and this part is really interesting, their process wraps up with formation, or training. This shows they're committed to building up local skills and helping entrepreneurs right there on the ground. Let's zoom in on that conception phase for a second. This is where all that technical skill really shines. They're handling everything from detailed building plans to developing 2D and 3D models, which is huge because it lets clients see the final product. And they prepare super precise estimates to make sure projects stay on budget. Of course, this level of skill and capability doesn't just appear out of thin air. Not at all. It's built on a really solid foundation of extensive training and more than 2 decades of real-world hands-on experience. Just look at the founder's journey. It started with a full decade, from 2000 to 2010, of just intensive technical training in the BTP sector. That was then followed by 13 years of professional in-the-field experience in key roles like architect and assistant civil engineer. I mean, that is a seriously deep well of knowledge to draw from. And that whole journey, it translates directly into the company's core strengths today. All those years of training and professional work have built up some deep expertise in really crucial areas, like 2D and 3D planning, creating detailed 3D elevations, complex structural design, and even sophisticated interior architectural design. Okay, so you've seen the expertise, you've heard the story. The big question is, how can potential partners get in on this? Well, the first step is just starting the conversation to get your own ambitious project off the ground. It all boils down to this simple but pretty powerful question. If you've got a project in mind, it doesn't matter if it's your dream house, a commercial building, or a public works initiative, they are set up and ready to help you bring it to life. And getting in touch is super straightforward. You can reach them directly by phone or on WhatsApp at +228 9774 4144. And for more detailed questions, you can always shoot them an email at akdconstruction4@gmail.com. And so we end up right back where we started, with that guiding principle, building the future together. It perfectly sums up a company that's combining serious technical skill with a huge vision for development. But it also leaves us with a bigger thought, right? As new infrastructure rises across the continent, who are the people that will build it, and what kind of future will they all create together?